Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing another one of what's on my shelves, but this time it is the oldest books on my shelves. So I selected a few of my oldest books ranging from the 1800s to the 1900s, or rather the early 1900s, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's begin. The first book I will be showing you is A Patrol of the Sundance Trail by Ralph Connor. I showed this a couple times on Instagram. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is bound in suede. Let's give you guys a bit of a visual. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's also in very precious condition, as you can tell, as the binding is completely worn off, or almost worn off. And anytime that anyone handles this book, a little piece just kind of falls off, so that's why it's on a stand and far away from anyone's reach. This one, for the longest time, was my oldest book. It was printed in 1914, but it is singular in itself because it is bound in suede. And I'm hoping to find more books similar to this, bound in different material, perhaps something that's bound in human flesh. That'd be kind of cool to have for my collection. And the next book that I have was a book that was going to be thrown away, but one of my friends saved it for me. So yay. This is the illustrated Robert Burns. It just has his selected poetry, but it is a very beautiful edition. Here we are. There's that and that. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very decorative, very much embellished, and really quite singular. So this one, unfortunately, I don't know when it was published, but because it is in the condition that it is in, as a page just fell out, I really don't know how old it is, but I'll show you a couple of the illustrations that are in here. It also has gold painted edges, or rather it had gold painted edges, and it has red borders all throughout. Another illustration. I'm going to just put this book down before more pages decide to fall out. The next book that I have is Percy's Relics of Ancient Poetry. I'll just show you all the way around, and even on the back it still has the title. I think that's so neat. And with how it's bound, everything here has been etched in, so it is very much textured on both ends. I love this book. It's absolutely beautiful, but of course it is still in pretty crappy condition, as you can see. This one doesn't also have an official date of copyright, but the time that this person acquired it was 1885, so we can surmise that perhaps this book is 5 to 20 years older than what is printed on here. Just from my experience with the other books that I have. So that's what I'm kind of going with. So it might be between 1860 to 1880-ish that it was published. Regardless, it is still my oldest book in my collection, and it also has a couple of illustrations as well. And the next book that I have is Poems Every Child Should Know. This one, again, is in pretty crappy condition. There's this lovely little ink blot all over the place. Looks like a Rorschach test. This one was published in 1904, so for a while this was also my oldest book. So you're probably wondering, well, what are the poems that every child should know? Well, let's take a quick look here. So we have The Arrow and the Song, Pippa, True Royalty, The Frost, The Duel, The Boy, Love Between Brothers and Sisters, The Captain's Daughter, Warren's Address, Ivy Green, and The Rainbow. So I have never heard of any of these, but I thought it was a really sweet little book, and because it was so old, I thought that I should not be giving it up, so it sits proudly on my little classics shelf. The next book that I have is Legends of the Middle Ages. This one used to be a school copy, but not only that, it used to be a library copy as well. This one was copyright 1896. It wasn't in schools until 1910. This one also has a number of illustrations, and it's just a regular little history book for kids. The next one that I have is The Works of Tennyson. As you can see, it doesn't really capture on camera, but it is there. Alright, so this is the front page with a little illustration of our fellow poet. And this one we can assume was published in 1893. So again, one of my oldest books, and it was published by Macmillan. Pretty neat. So this one doesn't have any illustrations, as you can tell, it's just straight text. But I thought, because I love poetry so much, that I should definitely invest in this one. It wasn't very much at all. I think it was like maybe $2 to $5, so I thought it wasn't really a bad price for a very old book. Last book that I have, I'm not going to attempt to butcher the name here, but it was a part of the Canadian Mennonite Library long ago. So what we're looking at is not English, of course. But here I will show you the book nonetheless. So this one was one of the first books that I ever bought when I wanted to become a book collector. So when I thought to myself, I want to collect books from everywhere, it doesn't really matter where they're from, I want books in different languages, I thought, hey, this is an awesome start. The really lovely thing about this book is the cover, but not only that, the weight. This is a freaking monster. This book is incredibly heavy. The pages, the paper that was used for the pages are very high quality, but check this out, the font. Isn't that neat? I think this is so cool. So therefore it was something that I really couldn't pass up, considering I wanted to become a book collector. So I thought, hey, this is a great first edition to have on my shelves. And this one was inscribed 1910, very likely from way before that. And the last time it was checked out was 1988, as you can see there. How neat is that? I love this book. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's very much unique. It's the only one on my shelves that is like this. And you know what? You just can't go wrong. Alright, so that was What's on My Shelf, the Oldest Books edition. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know down below what you thought about this video. I really enjoyed filming it, although I had to film it like 3 times for some weird reason. I don't know. Kind of find it weird for me to be behind the camera and just talking at nothing. You know? Anyways, it doesn't really matter. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'm hoping to get some more books in the future that are far older than the ones that I currently have. I want something hopefully maybe from like the 1700s or early 1800s. That's definitely my next goal, so wish me luck on that venture. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.